All right, Shane, next on the docket here, we got a quarterback controversy. Because them Florida Gators, man, went down on the road, whooped up like we thought they would, 42-20 against USF. But the biggest story for me, Shane, I mean, how can it be anything other than Anthony Richardson, who I know he came up kind of limping there in his 80-yard touchdown run, but man, I do not know how Dan Mullen continues to deny the greatness that is Anthony Richardson. I mean, and this is not a slight against Emory Jones, who is solid, but Anthony Richardson looks like, I'm not saying he's going to win the Heisman Trophy this year, but he looks like he might be a contender down the line. I mean, he looks like a special talent. He led the Gators, Shane, with in passing and rushing. And my man, he threw it 3 times. And he rushed it 4 times. And he still managed to lead the Gators in both categories. And this is a team that had 666 yards of offense. So, I mean, he is special. If he is healthy, like I said, I know he was limping. It looked like he aggravated his hamstring there on his 80-yard touchdown run. If Florida has a chance against Alabama, the only chance in my mind is to have Anthony Richardson out there making plays. He may not be exactly where Dan Mullen wants him, but I don't know about you, Shane. I just don't see a scenario where Emory Jones leads Florida to a victory over Alabama.
No. Well, side note, Mike, my oldest daughter actually went to this game. I didn't know.
Ooh.
I didn't know. I thought I failed as a parent, because I'm a Tennessee volunteer. So I said, "What are you doing there?" And she said, somebody she works with went to USF, so they went there. And she goes, "Don't worry." She said, "Go Bulls." but later on, texted me and let me. She goes, "You know what's sad?" She goes, "They got 2 good quarterbacks and we have none." So I don't know, Mike. I'm with you. I do want to give you props. I listened to your nightcap show on YouTube. Freaking fantastic. And I think you hit the nail on the head here. You got a quarterback controversy, and you got to ask yourself, which one gives you the better opportunity to beat the Crimson Tide? And right now, I'm on your side, Mike.
Yeah, and let's give a shout out to Jacob Copeland, who, I mean, my God, he was a beast in this one. 5 catches, 175, 2 touchdowns. Both of those came from Anthony Richardson. So, I mean, your number one receivers, not to say that he doesn't have a rapport with Emory Jones, but he's got an obvious connection there with Richardson. So, man, this is going to be fascinating. We hope that he is 100% because Florida is going to need him for the Crimson Tide coming in here next week. CBS, the first SEC on CBS game of the season. I cannot wait for that one.
I mean, Anthony Richardson, my God, it's like every time he touches the ball, he does something special. What'd you think of his performance tonight or today? And what's his health? Was that a pulled hammy?
I think his hamstring tightened up on him. He does special things. Doesn't always do the right thing, but he does special things. So we got to keep coaching him to be efficient and make sure we're making all the right reads.
Other than just the reads and things like that on the field, is there any sort of, sense of loyalty and seniority that sort of goes into who's starting versus who's not?
Nope. I mean, we're trying to win football games. You know what I mean? And my responsibility is to put everybody on the team in position to win. And there's an awful lot that goes into that, And I know everybody loves just looking at the 2 quarterbacks. There's 10 other guys on the field on every single snap until I put in our 2 quarterback offense, which I haven't shown yet. Then there's only 9 other guys on the field. But when you look at those things, my job is to put us in a best position to win football games and develop this football program to be the best it can be. And that's what we're doing.
And let me ask the obvious question. Last week you said, obviously, Emory is still the starter. Is he still the starter?
Yeah, yes. As I said, we have 2 really good quarterbacks. You'll see both of them play every single game. You know what you never ask? Why don't I ask who the starting running back is? Who started today?
When fans start...
Who started at running back today? Do you know?
Malik.
No, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Because we have really good running backs. We roll those guys through. We're pretty fortunate at quarterback, too.